I made this video is to compare and contrast the difference between Chinese school and American school. And before this video, I already interviewed some person like this one to playing game this one.
Well, I think the Winchester school is much more bigger than my school in China, and in China I always have class with more than 40 student classmates, but here there's only 7 to 8 students in one class.
I think in our school, each class only have like 10 students, sometimes less than 10 students. But in China, each class have like more than 50 students in each class.
At the American school, is have a small size classroom. Oh no, I mean small size class, like the 6 or 7 classmates in one classroom. Student thing is much better in here than in China, and like the weekend we're more free because in here we don't have a lot of homework to do, but in China everyone knows the homework is horrible.
We have 5 subjects, and each day we have 8 classes. Each day we have 8 classes, and every day each student is very busy. The school is very strict for each student's behavior and academic behavior. They are very care about each student's grade. And also we have an exam each month. They're always testing students' skill and study. And also we have a lot of homework every day. We always finish our homework until like 11:30 p.m. But now in Winchester school, I think I have less homework and have enough time to play sports and more free time. That's good.
And also the homework is different. We use more computer in America, but we use less computer in China. In America, we usually use computer to do our homework, but in China, we usually use our computer to play games. That's really boring. And in American, I think I learned many skills like how to use computer to edit some document or something.
And like the school size and the dinner or lunch, this kind of things is like depend on personal. If you really like the Chinese food, you need to stay in China because that is Chinese food. But if you like the hamburger or beef or chicken teriyaki like that, you can come here because that food is really good.
The food in America really bad, especially Chinese food. I hate American Chinese food. So I never order any American Chinese food. but Chinese food, raw Chinese food is really good. So I really miss Chinese.
The food right here. We got fried food, like some high fat food. I prefer Chinese food.
Another person I interviewed, he said is like he liked American school because the school sports. There's so many sports in here. In China, we just like maybe a week in my country. They just like a week we just have 3 PE class. It's not really sport class, I think. And in here, every day afternoon we have sport times. We can like play basketball, join the basketball team, and ski. And let me see. Oh, so many things. Because in here we also have tennis, table tennis, golf. Yeah, golf. Our school have golf. I play golf. So yeah, this school is really good. And and yeah.
And on top of some like sports and exercise, right here we got more time to exercise ourselves. Every afternoon we have about 2 hours to do sports. It's like we can play hockey, can play basketball, can do general fitness like that. But in China we always 2 days for one practice chance.
The sport is quite different from China because sport in our school is mandatory. It's different from Chinese school. In Chinese school, our sport is optional and we can do it or don't. Actually, we have not very much sports class in China, so it sucks in China.
Also the music. In American school, a lot of like the students like to play music, and every school I think both has a musical room. In China, the musical room is small and tiny, but in American school, it's really pretty. And also, if someone like painting, in here is a good place to, because in here you can like to show yourself and like have more free time. Yeah, that's the point.
we there are many different species people in one school. Like you can say the Korean, Japanese, American, European, Canadian, even the African people. It's many different species people in one school. So it's very interesting and it's also the challenge for Chinese students. Because I think almost Chinese students are pretty shy and not outgoing. So this is a challenge for Chinese students. I think if you want to practice your like you want to be outgoing, like I think you can go to American school. And in here, I think you have to practice your society ability. Like you have to making friends in American high school, because if you don't have friends, you can't do anything by you do anything is very hard. And here, like the building, it's not like Chinese schools building just one or two. Here is many buildings in American school, like the sports building and the music building and the study building. So many, and even the library and the activities in American high school. In afternoon, you have many choice to do whatever you want. The art, sports. The art is like drawing pictures or drawing pictures or something because I don't know. Like the sports is like the golf, tennis, hockey, basketball, soccer. It's many choice that you can choose. So it's really good for students. And I think in my opinion, I think the difference. This before I said this point is from my friend's opinion. In my opinion, I think the difference is the study style and the class size, because in here you have to be independent and you have to do everything by yourself. Also, you have to have a hobby to use the computer, because in China the people always write homework on paper and it's handed in to teacher, but here you have to write on the computer and use an email to send to teacher. Maybe it's hard for Chinese student, so I think this is a challenge. And the class size, it's like in China maybe it's 14 or 15 people in one class, but here it's maybe just 6. It's less than 10 people in one class, so you have to pay more attention on the class. So I think this is also a challenge for Chinese student. And another challenge I think maybe is you have to make friends with foreign people, not just Chinese people, because you study in foreign country. Why you don't just make your own country's friends? You have to go outside and make some foreign friends that you can know the foreign culture and
제발 어떻게 네가 이럴 수 있는지 내가